Good morning, beautiful ladies, and welcome to our Sunday, February, I don't even know, 16th team hangout. I'll stop the music here. The theme this morning is red. Margot is wearing red. Kim is wearing red. I am wearing red, and Max has red workout shorts on. So the theme is red today. It's for Canada. It's for Valentine's Day. I don't really have any news. I can't get the Team Cup thing to print for or to even load for week 3. So I'm guessing, Margot, did you use 2 promo codes this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we did that. We did that. I don't think we did that. Did you watch the National Wake Up Call?
Yes.
Yes? Yes, you watched it, right, Margot?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you
I
watched.
I must admit, I've realized now my weeks are really tough. So on the weekend, I do try and catch up with everything as much as I can.
Yeah, for sure. Who was on last week?
On Wake Up Call?
Was it Ilana?
I worked on, yeah, it was Alana this week.
Yeah.
Ilana's was amazing. I liked it so much better than Autumn's. Autumn's, I felt like she was just selling something to us.
Yeah, I liked Alana too.
And I really liked Ilana's. I would watch it. So.
And I like the idea when she talked about to reach out to any to be mindset people, just they've got 30 days to try it.
Yeah.
I thought that was good advice.
Yeah. Really good.
Oh, Tamara.
Yeah.
The one thing I did see, and I got to go back to, you posted somewhere, now I can't remember where, but all those workouts, free workouts.
Yeah. So watch this. Look at this. So I'll share the PDF with you after. Oh, hold on. I need to close it. I had no idea that this is what happened with it, but so I went to go open this, the PDF, which is this thing, and it says 9 sample bod workouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you actually hover over the thing and just click on it, it takes you to Beachbody On Demand to that workout. Right now it's logged in on my account, but so what I did is I logged out and I wasn't logged into Beachbody On Demand at all to see, and every single one of them, the rest of them show up locked, but you can play the sample workout. So there's 9, wherever it is, there's 9 that people have access to that they can try out here. And I just told them, I was like, once you get the PDF, you actually have to like hover over. See how it says like beachbodyondemand.com programs lift 4 workouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you hover over the actual workout, it's going to take them to that sample workout. So I was like, holy cow, this is amazing, because I was still trying to find and send like the one sample workout when you don't need to.
So your suggestion would be to just send exactly this template here, and they'd have all 9 of them.
All 9 of them. And I wouldn't say like I would say to them, okay, I'm going to give you like 4 days to try 2 of them, and then I'll be in touch. Because if I'm waiting for someone to try all 9, I'm going to be waiting for a freaking month. I'm not waiting that long, right? Yeah. If you have someone that's super keen, they're obviously going to do it. I have a lady right now who, like, we connected with forever ago. That's actually, she went to rehab for like drug addiction, and she's just coming off of the medication that helped her get off of the opioids. And so she's not ready to commit, but she knows she's going to need fitness. So I sent her this. Of course, I'm going to like follow up with her to see how she's doing. But, she's going to have this for like the next month. And then, a couple months down the road, she's going to join when she's able to. So that's a different situation. I would totally send this to people. And then I would let them know which ones are your favorites. Like I would say for sure, get people to try 21 Day Fix real time, get them to try Morning Meltdown. And then if they want like, depending on their goals, get them to try the lift, or get them to try bar, or get them to try, whichever one is going to help with what they're working on.
Goals are.
Yeah.
And so you said that you've now put that into free to be?
I will put it in. I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I know I put it in the chat, the WhatsApp chat, but
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. But I want to clean out the team group today because what I did the other night was I worked on the new welcome. You know, I was watching Sarah's team call from Wednesday, and good morning, Ashley. I see you on. And it really is mind-boggling to me that people can get started and just get so lost, right? Because it's not freaking rocket science. It's not. It's a super simple system that is very easy to follow along, yet people are constantly getting lost. I met with a lady on Wednesday night because she's a new client of ours, and she didn't even know how to put the app on her phone. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, it's really not that hard to put the app on your phone. So I think the simpler the process, the more success they're going to see, and the more referencing them back to. So I just know there's too many files and documents right now in the team in our free to be group. So I'm going to clean out some of them and put in the new ones I did, because I did do, I don't know if you saw yesterday, but I did make new, I'm going to open them. New, here, and I'll do a share. So for new clients, and coaches get this too. So now in the welcome email, new coaches only get 2 attachments. That's it. I'm not putting anything else in with it. They get this one, and they get the new coach welcome checklist. So I made them in Canva, and Canva is really easy to use, but you have to do it from a laptop, not from a phone or an iPad. And it would be super simple if I shared it. If you want it, I share it with you, but you have to make a copy of it. Otherwise, it's going to edit my original version of it, which I obviously don't want you to do. And you can literally change like the we's to I, your name, the pictures. Like, you don't have to have any of this stuff. But I wanted to make sure that people had, like, you know, a breakdown of step 2, step 3, step 4, what to eat and how much. So it's really simple for new clients getting started. Put meal plan, like those in, measurements and pics, but then at the end I did like the additional pictures of the additional resources, and I just say, like, we don't like bombarding with info, so ask if you'd like these, right? So I just have a picture of those ones. So that's what new clients are getting, is this. And it will also be for new coaches, because you need to be following along. And then I made the new coach checklist. Again, just like, you could easily replace your pictures. And then honestly, like, most of the stuff you would just have to like change. This page, you wouldn't even have to change anything. This page, you would have to change your phone number, right? And then, you know, this page, you wouldn't have to change anything. So it's something that you could easily use in Canva to help your new coaches. And again, I put the additional resources on here.
So do we need to just ask you for the copy of it, Tamara, or is it in there and we just copy it?
I won't post the link to Canva. You will actually have to ask me for it, because I will remind everyone when I send the link that you have to make a copy, or I will be so devastated.
Well,
right?
I just read on that mastermind, Beat Boss Babe Mastermind, this person that came up was, please make copy. I didn't even know you could do that on Canva. I knew that on Google Docs, but
yeah, you have to make a copy.
Do that on Canva.
So on Canva, to make a copy, so if I was to go to my, if I'm to go to my Canva, so you just have to make an account. I don't pay for it. You can pay for it, but you don't have to. I go to my designs, and then say you wanted the like the step-by-step, you would get in here, and I believe there's a
Sorry guys, I'm gonna mute for a bit. I gotta go get the cleaners in.
make a copy right here. And then you would change the name. So if I was gonna make a copy of it, it says copy of, and then you just change the name up here and you put like Margot's 2020 step-by-step guide.
Where's she taking?
So up at the top.
I don't see where you're taking.
You didn't?
No.
So I went to file, I went
Yeah.
make a copy. It made a copy and it said like up here where it says 2020 step-by-step fit guide, it said copy of 2020 step-by-step fit guide.
Right.
And I just changed it to Margot's 2020 step-by-step fit guide, right? You have to make a copy because if you don't, you're editing mine and that would be like, all my work would be gone, right? So it's file, make a copy, and then you rename your copy. I won't have access to your copy because it's in your Canva, but you have access to mine because I have sent you the link. So I'm only going to give it to people that want it. Right? My templates. It's very easy to use. Sorry, my designs.
Is that where you then do your Empower Squad welcomes thing, hey?
I don't actually do it in here. You can. It would be super easy to use this one. So let's just say I have a picture. I don't even know what I want to call it. Poster. And then you could go to like upload an image. I don't know if I have anyone's picture in here. Just had a new coach join, so maybe I still have it. I'm gonna use my own picture here. Okay, so if I wanted to, I could just plug my own picture in. I think I would have to like change the settings of the actual canvas, which I'm not sure how to do in Canva because I don't use it for this. And then you would add an element. So you can just add the text box here. You can change the color. I don't know how to fade in Canva because I normally do it in transparency. There we go. So you fade it. And then I have my, like the Empower Squad here. I saved it as a ping. It's in an upload already, so I would put it on. And then I would go to text, and I would pick one that I like. Right? Add a subheading. And then that's where you would say welcomes, blah, 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 and then download it. Okay? But you have to get this Empower Squad thing. You have to save it as a PNG, not as a JPEG. It has to be a PNG file. If you save it as a JPEG, it'll be the white box around it. Okay? So that's how, I guess, I don't want to resize. Anyway, that's how you can use that. And just really important that if you are going to use my thing, my designs, my whatever it is, that you make a copy. Okay?
Yep.
So my whole reason for that was that I just want one document for a new client, and it actually tells them to go, first of all, to start reading it. Secondly, to book a call with us, because I really feel like giving them one-on-one time is super important. So that I can walk through some of the stuff on a Zoom call with them. And then the other thing is it directs them to the website, because I literally have those videos that are like, here's what you do. Here's the next one. This is how you pick a program. This is how you follow the nutrition plan. This is why you're drinking Shakeology. This is why you're taking pictures. This is why, what you're going to do when you're finished your program. So, right? So that's all in there.
So I sent you emails of my coaches to add. Did you get those? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're on the weekly email.
From her? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
They're
If you could take care of her.
No, I totally don't mind doing all of that, right? Any of your coaches, any of your clients, add them to the group. I can send all the stuff. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So if you ever get coaches, you just give her the email, and then she sends it. They get the same thing you and I get. It's just easier in my opinion, for us that are working full time too, to at least, okay, that's where the link is. It's right there.
Yeah. What else? Anyone else have anything they want me to go over this morning?
When is Team Cup over?
End of the month.
Okay.
We have the whole month. So Saturday the 29th. So 2 more weeks. Well, just under.
Any tips?
Well, I got 92% on this last week, and I told one coach on Clarissa's account. So it's right. It's just all the conversations, right? I don't really have any tips or strategies when it comes to that. I think you're at Success Club 8. I'm at 2. Max is at 6. I'm at 2. Clarissa's at 4. Like it's the constant conversations and following up. One of the things I did is the coach that we actually signed up, she went through, so I have an info session on Instagram that I put together in October, I think, end of October, beginning of November. And it was awesome. I was really, really, really excited about doing it because so many people that we talk to on Instagram are like, oh, I'm not on Facebook. But it is such work because I literally have to hold everyone's hand through the process. So I've signed up 2 people from the 90 followers we have on that page. And the one, she just went through it last week, and I sent her the registration link on Monday maybe to sign up, and then didn't hear anything. And so I messaged her on Tuesday, and then I messaged her on Wednesday, and I was like, look, I totally know that, I had a million questions when I was first getting started. And so just feel free to send them our way. And so she replied back saying something like, I was procrastinating, replying to you. I just wasn't, I was kind of shocked by the financial commitment, which always blows for me, if someone says that, they haven't actually watched all the videos, because I go through the actual financial commitment in the videos, right? I even talk in my Instagram one, I even talk about how you can write things off on your income taxes, how you can, I talk about that specifically. And so I sent her video messages back. I actually hopped on a call, and I was like, I waited a day because my energy was off with it. I was frustrated rather than what I wanted to say to her. So I waited a day until I felt more confident with my reply. And I was like, look, I totally get the financial thing. When I started, I was going through mediation. I just bought my house, single mom of 3. Hello, extra money was not in my vocabulary at that time. That's for sure. I said, if I had to pay a fee, I wouldn't have been able to sign up. I said, and then I talked to her because she just got a job at a gym. And I was like, you're going to be able to see at your gym all the people that show up and don't actually grow. They come and they work out, but then they just kind of stay at that level, and they go home and eat anything they want to because they feel like they can out exercise their terrible nutrition. And I said, so I totally get, this isn't a, you need to do this, get started right now. But for when you are ready, this is going to be such a huge tool that you can use in combination with working at the gym. And she replied with video messages saying no one has ever cared that much. And, so it was really, really nice. I actually kind of teared up because I was like, okay, she gets that, we're real people that really care. And she signed up right away because of that. So I think it's just coming up with different ways to talk to people. Sometimes I'll hop on a call with them. Sometimes I will, yeah, whatever you need to just.
What was And what was she concerned about? The monthly $116 for the shake and the $20 a month for the fee, or just the $20 a month?
I don't even think it was that. I don't think she realized what value she was getting with her package.
Oh, she didn't realize the first kit was that expensive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think
I've had a bit of an issue this week, but it's fine now, I think. I haven't heard from the woman. The woman I told you about, who was a personal trainer, and she became, well, she's a huge fan, or she was a huge fan of Beachbody and Beachbody products. She would tell me how good the collagen was. She would tell me how good the Shakeology was and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, she's bipolar or something, I don't know, because she posted a video or a podcast of a woman, and in her rant said something about, see, MLMs like Beachbody and the pink, no, Shakeology and the pink drink and something else don't work. And I replied to her just saying, I thought you liked Shakeology. And then she said, just listen to the podcast, which I did. It was 40 minutes long, probably the most boring sounding person in, podcasts are tough for me to listen to, because if you're boring, my mind goes, I lose.
Yeah.
So anyways, listening to her, it was just a rant against, I guess she's a personal trainer. I don't know what she does, but she was basically saying how MLMs like Beachbody and Weight Watchers.
Weight Watchers is an MLM?
I know that. I know. And she was saying how they don't work because you don't stay on it and blah, blah, blah. And I was just thinking, what is it that you do, lady, that works for people? Because they don't stay on with you either, because they maybe spend enough. They spend too much money. They lose interest. They move. There's so many reasons, as Max would know, why people don't stay with personal trainers either. Like of every potential health and fitness program out there, this is by far the best, because you have your food, you have your fitness, and you have the people to help you. Yeah. Like there isn't anything else. I mean, if you don't do it, you don't do it. Well, we went back and forth, and she's her thing is this is the weird part of it. I wouldn't want to say stalks, but she kind of does. She loves the top Beachbody coaches. So she follows, like when I went over to her place about 4 weeks ago, she said, do you follow Ashley Molstead and Angie Bell? Do you follow them? Do you follow this girl? Do you follow? And I don't. I don't follow all those top people that she was following. She's not even in Beachbody. And I guess what happened was Danielle Natoni. So all of the top coaches, it looks like they're doing affiliate marketing, which is fine. Like selling Lululemons or selling other stuff on YouTube, and that they're allowed to do that. And she doesn't like that. She said, do you know, half of those top coaches, they don't just get their bodies through Beachbody. They do this or they do that. And I'm thinking, so what? I go to Oxygen Hot Yoga. Like you don't. Like
that's part of that's part of anybody who's established a relationship or a following.
She's saying,
look at the biggest athletes. They get people who want to get them to help sell their brand, and it benefits. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah,
she's saying that Danielle Natoni doesn't have her body because of Beachbody.
She said
Danielle Natoni.
That was one of the ones that she mentioned. She said that some of the coaches, they don't even do the Beachbody workouts, or they might do them, but they do something else at the same time. And I'm thinking, her arguments made no sense. Oh, she said the shake was too expensive and it was manufactured food. Well, she sells to GNCs and stuff like BioX or something. It's a big, she sells that kind of stuff as a rep. It was, the arguments she was giving me it was just hard to have a conversation with her, because it was a bipolar type thing or something. I don't know.
Wow.
So anyway, she's a different duck.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
So I have somebody I've been kind of back and forth. I used to train her years ago, and long story short, she lives in Ontario now, and had a baby. She hit 200 pounds and she'd been a bodybuilding like competitor, whatever. So I kind of keep reaching out to her, and anyway, she's now seems quite interested. So I sent her what I thought would be, because she needs nutrition. So I sent her the BOD Ultimate Portion Fix program, $249, I think it was. And maybe this was the wrong thing. So I sent her like kind of a snapshot, and it shows $165 savings, right? So she writes back, and because she seemed like, oh, okay, I'd way rather work out at home. And, that's what I've done with my competitor, when she was on, bodybuilding competition, she'd have an online trainer and blah, blah, blah. So it wasn't that she was opposed to the working out at home. And then she wrote back, she goes, is $165 a month? I said, oh no. I said, that's the savings. I said, it's the price you see is for everything, includes the 1 year BOD, and the only additional cost would be if you want to stay on the shake. And then she's just ghosted me. So I don't know if she's got a 2 or a 1 year old, so maybe she's just busy with the baby. She doesn't, but we're like back and forth, and then she just disappeared after I said, oh no, it's like, that's your, because she was going to say pay $50, $60 for a gym membership, so she could see that, man, if she could save that and work out at home, it would be way better. So should I just kind of give it a couple of, and then I just wrote back to her quickly last and says, if you have any questions, just give me a shout or whatever. And that's it.
I always, what I've been doing lately is like, or just acknowledging the objections, or the disappearance. And I'd be like, so for her, because she does have a young kid, I would be like, oh my gosh, so many times I have gone to read a message and reply, and then my kids are pulling me in different directions. So I just wanted to follow up with you, because I don't want you to think that I forgot about you, and I think this would be such a great addition to your life. Do you have any concerns that I can go over for you right now? That's kind of how I would address it with her, just because of her current situation, is I would acknowledge like the number of times that I've gone and read a message and then forgot to reply, right? I've
already said, if you have any questions, I feel like now I'm just being.
When did you send that one though?
Last night.
Yeah, so I wouldn't reply until tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You should just drive to her house.
Yeah.
In Ontario?
Yeah.
Just park outside.
Oh yeah, just go down to Ontario.
Fine.
Sure, it's not far at all.
It shows you care.
Yeah, actually, we're on the West Coast.
No.
We're closer to you than we are to Ontario.
It would show that she was really caring about her.
Yeah, exactly. Just hop in your car.
Almost a stalking day.
Okay.
Yeah, I would wait till tomorrow, and then, or even Tuesday, and then follow up with a quick message. Okay. And I just acknowledge, and I'm like, I even say, not for her, but for like people that I don't know, I actually will say to them, I know it's scary jumping into the unknown with virtual friends. And I said that that's when I will acknowledge. That's why I'm so happy that we have our 30-day money back guarantee policy. Like, so it's those kinds of things that get people back into the conversation. It's not necessarily that they're like, oh yeah, sign me up, but they actually come back to the conversation, right? So
do you think that maybe because we have 2 weeks left in Team Cup, and for people who aren't on Team Cup, they can do the same thing, obviously. You said you have a March, you have a March program, beginning of March, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm making my event today, so I'll have that stuff ready.
You're making your what?
The private event, the free.
I'm going to make both.
And what's your other one? What's your other one?
I don't have names for them yet.
Oh, but one is the Empower free 5-day free, and then one's something else.
One's for to invite people to my challenge group. I really wish that Facebook would allow us to, like, when we go to invite people, I'm putting this out to the universe. I know you guys can't help me with it. I would really love to be able to invite to new friends, right? You know, like friends like you just became friends with on Facebook not that long ago. Because I feel like now I have like 3,500 friends. I want to invite someone to an event. Do you know how long it takes to go through 3,500 people to click invite on? I wish there was a way to filter out new friends. So
where you can on Instagram, you can see who your new new
followers are. So
Sorry, go ahead, Max.
no, I was gonna say last week I don't know why I've never done this, but I invited 200 people to like my page, which I've never done before, and I got a lot of new people on that Let's Max Out page, my business page.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good.
Good, more eyes, right?
Yeah.
And I'm doing my stories, my personal Facebook stories are improved, like getting like good enough, like equivalent to Instagram now.
Mm-hmm.
Not my business page stories that shares from Instagram, but the ones that I actually upload manually.
Upload to your Facebook. Yeah, me too. I get lots of views on those too. Then now it's just finding the time to actually talk to those people.
Yeah, I see. I'm finding it relatively. So what are your thoughts on, because when I invite people to an event, which I've done a few times, like I think in the free group, I think I have like 80 some odd people, and I haven't reached out to all of them since they've been in there, the squats and stuff like that group. But what about, is it not good probably to invite people to a group where they do have to purchase or have the challenge pack before they're allowed to come in?
Yeah,
but you
that's what I
invite.
do for my event. So I'll make 2 events. One of them is for the free group, and one of them is for challenge group. So I try to invite different people to it. Right.
So you invite them, they reply saying they want to be in it, and then you go back to them and say, well, it's going to cost you because you need a challenge pack.
Well, I don't say that. I say thanks so much for your interest.
That's not the way you do it? I thought
no, that doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't work. So I just send them a share card, like, or I mind read the email address and what they want, and I just, here's your share card. Like this. Right? No, I would say thank you so much for your interest in our upcoming event. As a team, we'll be working on our health and wellness goals. Do you have, are you wanting to work on something in particular right now? Or do you have a fitness goal in mind? Or
so just have a health and fitness conversation.
Yeah, for sure. So
sorry,
that's what I would do for that. Ashley, you look like you were going to ask a question. Were you? You're muted.
We're gonna have a power hour this evening, and I guess when it comes to the invites and stuff, I'm just kind of curious as to I have different types of invites that I do. I just want to know what would be the more common invite that would come off just more natural and inviting to people than just hey, I've been watching your stories for a while, and just commenting, that way when I'm in these power hours, I know exactly.
So I do have a standard invite message, and my invite message would be the first part is depending on whether or not they watched a post or whether or not they viewed the story. So I just acknowledge, I'm thanks so much for following along on my journey. So I did one the other day that it was because it was on my, how I do the Power Squad dance party post, right? So I went to the viewers of that and I was thanks so much for watching my crazy fitness stories. I hope to make people laugh or at least inspire them to push play. And then I'll say my team and I are hosting an event coming up in March to work on our fitness and nutrition goals. Are you interested in more information? And then I actually say, no worries if you're just here supporting. I just wouldn't want to chat with you. Because then what happens is people actually reply just supporting instead of them just not answering, right? Because you've given them the out. They're going to start thinking about it more. So I actually always put that sentence in. No worries if either way, I just don't want to miss chatting with you if you are interested. It's so key to my conversations, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that would be my biggest suggestion. And I honestly copied and pasted for everyone that viewed. Like I go through and look at the last message to the person, because I want to make sure that it makes sense and not just a standard like copy paste. So it does take a little bit more time, but I will just copy paste that to everyone that I'm sending that invite to.
But now what if, like, while I'm doing this, I'm meeting new people, or like, you know, messaging people, but having these genuine conversations with people that haven't even like seen what I'm doing? How would I go?
I would still send it.
That's what I like.
Yeah, I would still send it, because it's not like you're not sending a like, oh my God, join me kind of right now, you need to be on my team, or you're not even sending like a, hey girl, I just stalked your page, I think you'd be an amazing coach. Like, you're not sending that. You are saying like, my team and I are hosting an event coming up beginning of March to work on our fitness and nutrition goals. This is the time of year when people really start to think about like bikinis and warmer weather and, you know, feeling good for the summer. Are you interested in more information? And then I would say, no worries if not. Like, yeah, totally. It's a totally honest, genuine from the heart message. And if they read it weird, then that's their issue, right? So yeah, I would send it to people that I've never even talked to.
Awesome. Okay.
That helps?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You just pick one one story that you've got a bunch of people on and send that. Like, I mean, that's you do that thing. But if those of us that don't do the dance party thing,
then I would do on your, because you do fitness in your stories.
Right.
So I would do it.
My fitness post.
Yep. And I would just say, thanks so much for following my fitness journey. Fitness has completely saved my life. My team and I are working on, or are hosting an event coming up in March where we're going to work on our fitness and nutrition goals together. Are you interested in more information? No worries if not. I just really don't want to miss the chance to chat with you if you are. And then I say, have a fabulous day, and put a little heart after. So yeah. So it just takes that ickiness out of the conversation. The number of people who reply now, even if they're just saying, just supporting, because then I send them back a message and I'm like, thanks so much, we appreciate it. And I try, if they write just supporting, I will actually go to their page and actually look at like something they posted and be like, because I'm thinking in particular of one lady that we've been chatting with for a while, and she had the most hilarious quotes on her page. Bye, Ashley, thanks for hopping on. You know, she had the most amazing, oh, I forgot to take a picture with her. Okay, well, let's take a picture now and I'll insert her. So everybody smile. Okay, right? Yeah, it just gets rid of that ickiness, so. Anyone else? I always feel like when I say that, I feel like the teacher from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? And that would be, most of the young coaches on our team probably have never seen that movie. I primed this morning. Have you ever done it? The Tony Robbins priming, the thing he does every morning. It was good. Yeah, it was good. It was all about like, because I just feel like since I've been sick, I wake up and I have a headache. I wake up and I feel tired. I wake up and I'm not one to be like, oh, I feel so tired today, because I know if I do that, that's how I'm going to feel all day. But yeah, it was really good. Helped get my energy up for sure. So, okay, well, I'm going to submit this, but I can't get week 3 to print off. What's the coach link generator?
That's the, if you go to, I use that all the time. What's the question?
It says all members utilize the coach link generator and send out custom links to 15 customers.
So that's probably the simpler way of doing a share a cart. So you can just go in and you put your coach ID, and then it will populate all the products with your coach ID. So if you just want someone to see Shakeology, you can just populate so they can look at Shakeology. But if they go to buy it, they will actually you will get credit for it.
Okay.
So it's kind of an easier way than share a cart for some, or if you just want someone to do something without going to the trouble of getting their email address or going through that process.
Right. But why would, so my question would be like 15 customers. If they're already customers, why am I going to send them a coach link generator?
Maybe it's just like, say, I don't know, like beach bars or something. I feel like there was a conversation on that Boss Babes about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
I noticed when I went to my virtual office yesterday or the day before, there's quite a few new random people on there from all over the US. And I know you don't necessarily get anything from customers that have been given to you, but maybe you do. But I think I saw Beachbody had posted a response or a crafted up an email that we should send to those people just to let them know, hi, I'm Margot, I'm your coach from Canada. Very nonchalant. Do you know where those things are? Or do you guys have one that we should do?
I can send you mine that I send.
I have one too, because I actually put them into my Google Streak.
Me too.
Right. So I check once a week for all new customers, and then I add those new customers into my Google Streak, and I send them a like free customer email. I don't hear back from a lot of them, but I do hear back from a few. Okay. Some of them I hear back, stop sending me emails. And then one lady was like, I don't even know how I got on your email list. And I was like, I'm your coach from Beachbody. And she was like, oh, this is Beachbody? Yeah, pretty sure it said that in the first email I sent you.
Well, if you have those, can you either send them to me or tell me where I can get them?
You know how to email from your Coach Online office?
I haven't done it, but I'm sure I could learn.
So if you, I think this would probably be a good one for many people. So sign in Coach Office. I'm going to go sign in and I'll show you. So if you go to your Coach Office and is it must customers? Ooh, I forget where it was. This is Coach Link Generator. I know that. Send an email. In Grow My Business, you can I always pick Beachbody Coach email, customers, and then you can select them all, right? So I would then be sending 810 emails or 670 emails, because some of them are do not contact. And you can compose from here, and then it will actually send them, you put in the subject and your message, and then it will actually send them a message. So
something I do, am I on mute or no? Okay.
Oh, you're good.
Something I do is on my streak, I have them broken out into whether they've bought or they're just a free customer. And I actually have two different emails. I have one that I'll send out people that have purchased bod, and then I have one that I send out that are just customers.
That's cool.
So I can say, hey, I see you purchased bod. What program are you doing? Do you have any questions about, whatever. So just I know that they're kind of like potential somebody that might want more.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't hear back from them, but at least I kind of put it out there. So I do write. I had have two different written emails on the streak.
That's cool. Does that help, Margot? Yeah, you definitely want to reach out to those people for sure and let them know who you are and that they have access to. I give them the link to the Health and Fit Club group right in there, like the Facebook group, because I remember a long time ago hearing, don't worry. I would never add someone that hasn't gone through the process of actually creating a Beachbody account to the Health and Fit Club. So that free group one is all people that have no Beachbody account. But to add them to the Health and Fit Club isn't such a bad idea, because they are seeing people working out. So regardless of what they have access to, even if they don't have bought at that time, and I don't know if many people join it, but I send the link anyway because it's that whole like they're gonna have FOMO. They're gonna be like, "What's going on? What program are you doing? I don't understand. You guys are all working out at home. I don't like I don't get it. Give me more information, right?" So it just gives them that opportunity to be part of that. So. Are we good? I think that was it. I don't really have.
1 month to Punta Cana almost.
I know. I can't freaking wait. I cannot wait. 4 of us.
So Margot,
Yes.
you know that Tiffany is going to be at the Barcello before the event, and Tamara, Clarissa, Marla, and I will be there after.
What?
The place that we're staying after. Like Tiffany checks out and we check in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like 6 hotels.
Oh, that's too funny.
Have you been watching her stories?
McFadden?
What?
Tiffany McFadden?
Yeah. Have you been watching her stories?
No.
You know what's going on with her?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. So anyway, she's going with her girlfriend. So we could have had one big love nest, right, Tamara?
Yeah.
Well, yes,
excited
that's
about
what we do.
3 gay couples all in one hotel.
Oh my
It's going to be a
God.
whole different type of conference.
Yeah. You've just changed it. Big time.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah, I can't wait. And then Max, this is your first one, right?
Yeah, first success.
You are gonna be blown away at how spoiled we are.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They really like. And Margot will
Yeah.
vouch for this too. They don't hold back on anything.
Okay,
Wow.
we're going to run.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
So you're all frozen. So wave anyway.
Bye,
Okay.
Kim.
Have a
I
good
don't know
run.
whether we came up as a wave.
Yeah. Okay. I think they're gone.
Okay.
Are you good?
I'm good.
All right.
Good as I am. Usually am. Okay, thanks. Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
Good day.
You too.
Bye.